So there's 4 principles to real estate investing, right? So number 1 is appreciation. Number 2 is depreciation. Number 3 is cash flow. And number 4 is principal pay down, the tenant's paying down your debt. If you use ChatGPT, you Google it, you can read about more of it. I'll dissect it here quickly for you. If you just look at cash flow, most people wouldn't buy a property. Yesterday I did an example of someone. It was a property where they were going to net $300 a month. But I showed them after the 4 principles, they would net $3,000 a month. And for what they were going to put down, which was $40,000, they would get the benefit of $36,000 their first year. Not directly, but indirectly through the 4 principles. It was a 90% return compared to a 10% return. How is that? Just use an example, someone buys a $200,000 house, they get $300 a month cash flow, they put $40,000 down, 20%, the bank finances the rest. And on simple appreciation, if the house appreciates at 4% a year for 20 years, use a appreciation calculator on Google. Just Google it, and it'll show you how much per year you're going to appreciate. Then use a depreciation calculator. Just Google it, and you'll see, I think it was like $700 or something like that a month, $1,300, somewhere in range. And then the last one was, because you can depreciate a property over 27 and a half years. So most people, when they're buying real estate, up front, not that big a deal if they're just creating some income and they're not making as much money, but the more money you make, the more tax write-off you want. And depreciation plays a major role in paying less taxes. So depreciation is key. And then the 4th one is, I call principal pay down. You have principal and you have interest. The tenant's paying your principal per month. And on a bell curve, after like year 8, 10, they're really paying a lot of your money down. First couple of years, not that much. In yesterday's example, they were paying down $700 a month in principal. So if you add up appreciation, depreciation, forced pay down of debt, the principal by the tenant, and cash flow, this person was going to benefit $3,000 a month plus. It's a no-brainer. But you have to be able to withhold just only making $3,600 a year really up front, because that's your only cash flow for that property. You do that, and my simple math is if I do that in areas that I like, they'll be worth $1 million each in 20 years. If I got 10, I got 10 million. If I got 20, I got 20 million, 30 million. That's my real estate investing strategy in a couple minutes. It's worked. Second major part of real estate investing is there's 3 parts to it. Finding the deal, having a good contractor, and third, getting the capital. Well, on that piece, I'm going to talk to you in the next video about those.